I obey the laws of my family, my community, other families and communities that are in harmony with the principles of peace and unity. I am law.
Today we have our first lesson on the universal law called I am law, one of the guiding principles of peace and unity. Your great ancestors from ancient Kemet or Kemet had a mytho-scientific saying. They said before God could bring itself into existence, it needed a firm foundation upon which to stand. That foundation was Ma'at, the law. I call this mytho-scientific saying because many of the priests and priestesses of ancient Kemet in Africa were scientists. Yes, in our ancient way of life, scientists were called priests and priestesses. Well, that statement is a scientific principle, but what does it mean? The statement means that nothing can manifest itself on earth without universal laws operating as its foundation. Let me explain. To build a building, you must know and operate by the law of physics, gravity, chemistry, mathematics. To build a working airplane or spacecraft, you must know and operate by the laws of gravity, physics, metallurgy, and many other laws. To bake a cake, you must know the laws of chemistry and thermodynamics. To start a business, you must understand and use the laws of supply and demand, price elasticity, and marketing. So, in their genius, the priests and priestesses of ancient Kemet, Africa, created that simple mytho-scientific statement to understand all of the creations in life. This is so important for we as Black people today to understand, because we seem to believe that we can create social order, unity, culture, survival, and prosperity without standing on a foundation of universal laws to guide us. Just like everything else in life, productive social organization requires universal laws. Some meditation and deep thought will show you that this is true. There are three areas critical to the success of the Black community in Africa and the African diaspora. They are culture, education, and economics. In this video series, we continue to examine issues and concepts related to creating a culture to develop self-love, which those who care about the Black community may examine and consider. But first, let's define culture. We must define it because most of us have wrong ideas about what culture is. Culture comes from the word cultivate, which is related to the domestication and growth of plants. Culture is like a gardener who grows a young plant by tying it to a stand for support, putting it in a certain location, and watering it. The gardener does that to foster the growth of the plant to become tall and strong, so it does not grow bent and crooked, so it does not become a weed. The gardener does this with labor, care, and study to ensure that his or her plants are the best. Culture is a system to cultivate and civilize people. This is done by tying people to universal laws and standards of behavior based on a foundational premise. Do good, do no harm. So people will grow strong, not bent and crooked. Those universal laws are called the guiding principles of peace and unity. The guiding principles of peace and unity are a foundation designed to help you manifest social organization and order, also called culture and civilization. Returning to the ancient mythoscientific statement that the priests and priestesses of ancient Kemet would tell you that for black people today and black communities today to organize, unify, and progress, you must first stand upon a foundation of universal laws represented by the guiding principles of peace and unity. That is what the principle I am law asks you to do. Our history is a perfect example. The great pyramids and monuments, achievements in mathematics and science, military and territorial expansion, and thousands of years of historical continuity that our ancestors created were manifested on a foundation of social organization based on universal laws. If you care about the children, women, and men of black communities, you will use labor, care, and study to make sure that they are at their best. Tie yourself, your family, and your community to the universal laws called the guiding principles of peace and unity. They are moral, ethical frameworks that will guide you in your personal and community development by living according to true culture. I meditate to relax in all situations. I am peace. I bring and keep together the families and communities who live in peace and unity with others. I am unity. I learn how to learn. I am knowledge. I create for myself, my family, and my community. I am power. I obey the laws of my family and community that are in harmony with peace and unity. I am law. I do no harm to my family, other families, or my community. I am protection. I choose the feelings, thoughts, and actions that are in harmony with the principles of peace and unity. I am control. I have fun and work with my family and my community. I am cooperation and harmony. I am careful about what I believe. I accept ideas and beliefs that are in harmony with these guiding principles. I am correct ideas and beliefs. With all my heart, I take care of my family, other families, and communities that are living according to the principles of peace and unity. I am devotion. I keep a clean body. I have clean habits. I eat healthy food. I exercise. I care for my environment and planet. I abuse no substance or drug. I am strength. Living according to the universal laws that are rooted in the premise, do good, do no harm, is what helps cultivate people and creates true culture. Currently, black communities are living in varying levels of social chaos, corruption, poor health, and economic stagnation, in part because we are living according to conditioned behaviors imposed on us during slavery and colonialism. It is these conditioned behaviors which have destroyed self-love within us and within our communities, and which we must throw off. We must rebuild true culture based on a foundation of universal laws and an ancient, new, moral, ethical framework to revive self-love and bring order, purification, health, and progress back to Black communities. With the guiding principles of peace and unity as its foundation, culture will 1. Prepare you for life. 2. Foster your growth. 3. Improve you as a person and as a community. You can always download a copy of all the guiding principles of peace and unity and their violations at our website, thegppu.org. Watch the following video. It's called the I Am Law Award. It will show you why and how to create a culture of self-love based upon the universal law called I Am Law. Of course, you can watch our previous lessons on the guiding principles of peace and unity on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages. You can also give us your comments and ask your questions. Do good, do no harm.
Purpose and impact of the I Am Law Award. The purpose of the I Am Law Award is to honor those who are committed to promoting justice and ethical practices. By recognizing these efforts, the award aims to inspire others to engage in legal and ethical advocacy and highlight the transformative impact of justice on community well-being. This award can significantly impact by, number 1, showcasing effective legal and ethical advocacy practices. Number 2, encouraging community members to value and pursue justice and fairness. Number 3, providing recognition and support to legal advocates who often work behind the scenes. And number 4, demonstrating to sponsors the vital role of justice in community empowerment. Nominate a hero at higherselfawards.org.